Alright guys, welcome back to the show. It's been a while. What the fuck is going on? I was not planning to make a video today, but yo, I just seen this news about Messi. Obviously he's not a Real Madrid player, but this has huge implications not only on Barcelona, but on the whole footballing world, including Real Madrid and especially Real Madrid. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. First of all, I just want to obviously... he's not going to see this, but I just want to congratulate Messi on his whole career. Barcelona, thanks for all those fucking goals against Real Madrid. Thanks for all the memories. You're fucking great. One of the top two players of all time, in my opinion. I haven't been watching football for that long, but that's just that I've seen with my eyes, and I've seen a lot of film of Ronaldinho, of Maradona. I haven't seen too much of Pele. Cruyff, Ronaldo, Cristiano, obviously, and him and Cristiano are top two for me. I'm biased, obviously. I'm Portuguese, but I just want to talk about this because this is insane. I was just talking to my friend about this. He's not too big into football. He knows a lot about basketball, or not knows a lot about basketball, but I took it from a basketball perspective and said, what if Jordan, in his prime, I know Messi's not in his prime, but he is not out of his prime. He's still one of the top players in the world. So I said, what if the Bulls signed someone like Magic Johnson or someone like Larry Bird, signed them to a max contract or whatever it was at the time, and said, all right, Jordan, bye-bye. You're going to have to take a pay cut or you're going to have to leave. Because that's pretty much what happened with Messi. Messi was the top player at Barcelona, and Barcelona went and said, okay, let's bring in Aguero, let's bring in Depay before we re-sign Messi. Because, oh, yeah, Messi will re-sign. Don't worry. They had their agreement. This is what I think happened. They had their agreement with Messi. They said, all right, this is your money. All right. And then when it came time to sign it, oh, shit. We don't have that kind of money. Where are we going to get that money from? Messi, you want to, we're going to have to cut your salary. Cut my salary? Fuck you, bro. That's what I'd be saying. And my friends were trying to, like, compare this to the Ramos situation. Ramos situation, in my opinion, is even worse. Real Madrid had the money and they didn't re-sign him. Barcelona didn't even have the money to re-sign him. It's worse. Real Madrid's situation is better in the sense that we didn't put any signings ahead of Ramos. Alaba was already coming in either way, but that really wasn't interfering with anything. But Barcelona put 2 or 3 signings ahead of re-signing Messi, and that's what I found really snaky about it. Now, what is in the cards for Messi is what I am really curious about. Because if I were him, I'd be playing my cards super close to my chest, especially now. Personally, I would love to see him at Juventus. And Juventus is a team that's not really being talked about a lot for the reason that they haven't made any signings. They're not really in the have Juventus made any signings? I'm going to look it up. I'm not really going to put it up on screen because I don't want it to be that type of video. But I just want to look up market. Because they were looking at, a lot of people were looking at selling Chiesa, or looking at signing Chiesa, and they said Chiesa is untouchable. But in this situation, fucking balls to the wall. Here it is. Juventus FC. Transfers. And in a situation like this, where this is unexpected for, what's it called? For Messi, one of the best players of all time, and one of the best players right now, to be available for free, that turns everything on its head. Let's see. Oh, you know who they signed? It was what's his name? Christian. Oh no, what the? No, this is something else. They signed that guy from Santos, but that's it. They just signed the guy from Santos, Cairo George or whatever his name is, or Caio George, who is good. I watched the Libertadores final, and he was pretty decent actually. But yeah, they haven't made any signings other than. And Christian Romero belonged to Juventus? I thought he belonged to Atalanta. Anyway, doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm going to take this off. Okay, so Juventus is one that I'd like to look at. If they could offload Chiesa for something like 80 million, bring in Messi for free, that'll probably account for his wages if they give him a 2-3 year contract. Him and Ronaldo on the same team would be like nothing that we've ever seen before. That would be absolutely like you can't even like in any sport, the two top players playing on the same team at both at their top levels. Obviously they're older, but still very top level players on the same team at the same time. This is unheard of. That's my dream. Whether it's going to happen, who knows? I think the best situation for Real Madrid would be if PSG went and signed him up, because I think that would open the door for Mbappe to leave this summer for cheaper than what we were expecting. If Messi can go to PSG and we could sign Mbappe for something like 100 million, I take that like that. Obviously, he's not. I'm saying obviously a lot again. ADD is what is going on in my brain right now. Yeah, if we could sign Mbappe for 100 million, I know he would probably leave for free and come to Real Madrid anyway. But having him for one extra year and having the solidity of knowing that he's going to be on our team for sure is something that is priceless, in my opinion. And another team that obviously have been interested in him in the past is City, but City looks like they're signing Grealish. Do they still have the money for Messi? That's the real question, because City want to win a Champions League, and who better to win you a Champions League than Lionel Messi, Ronaldo? That's the only one that's really going to help you more than Messi will. Just in terms of experience in Champions League final is what I'm getting at. What the fuck is my chair running over? Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, so City would always be an option. I think that would be insane. City would probably have to offload a couple players, not to account for wages, but also to fit them into the team without pissing players off. If they pick up Messi and get rid of someone like Sterling or like Bernardo Silva or Mahrez, that would spice things up like crazy. And like Messi right now has to silencing his haters. He won a international trophy over the summer. Another qualm against him is that he's only done it in Spain. If he can go to the Premier League, dominate in the Premier League, win a Champions League with City, that's it. He's like, you can't argue that he's the GOAT at that point. Oh, you can't argue that him or Ronaldo are GOATs. Like, obviously I'm gonna ride for my guy Ronaldo, but it's hard to argue against Messi if he does all that shit. At his age, at the level that the Premier League's at right now, that would just be insane. And he's obviously familiar with Pep. Other top teams, I'd love for him to come to Real Madrid. That's never gonna fucking happen. I love it, but it's just not gonna happen. I think Bayern are also going through a little bit of a financial crisis. They'd have to sell some players if they wanted to pick up Messi, and I don't see that happening, unfortunately. Liverpool and Chelsea. I wouldn't see Liverpool. I think Chelsea were interested in him last summer when he became available. But if Chelsea can go and pick up Messi after winning a Champions League, that would be insane. I think Chelsea has an ideal spot for him in the way that they have a bunch of young players upcoming that can really go under Messi's wing and really learn from him. Mount, Havertz, Who's the other one? Gilmore's not on the team anymore, but Gilmore would be one as well. Hudson-Odoi. They have a lot of young talent coming up, and Jorin, I think, is the other guy, but he's still, I think he's 18 years old, so him is yet to see. But those three, plus Hudson-Odoi, so those four, with Messi on the team, I think he can bring them to the top. Like, higher than Chelsea's been before. I'm not a huge Chelsea fan, but I really do enjoy watching Chelsea, especially last season. Actually, before I was a Real Madrid fan, I did support Chelsea. Back when Lampard and Terry and Ricardo Carvalho and how am I blanking on his name? Drogba. There we go. Were on the team and they won that Champions League in 2012. Was it 2012? I was a Real Madrid fan in 2012 as well, but I was also supporting them. And this season I was supporting them as well in the Champions League, other than when they knocked us out, obviously. Obviously, in the final. In the final, I was supporting them as well. Messi is gone from Barcelona. El Clasicos are just not going to be the same. Well, they're going to be the same as they were the last couple seasons because Real Madrid's going to win all of them. Yes! Whew. In that sense, I'm happy that he's gone. I hope he doesn't retire. That's one thing. If he retires or goes to somewhere like Inter Miami or somewhere in the MLS, what are you doing, man? You just won Copa America, best player of the tournament, most goals, most assists, whatever. Don't go fucking MLS, bro. You're gonna tarnish your shit there. Trying to think where else he can go. In Italy, it's really Juventus. I don't think. Maybe if Inter sell Lukaku, that might be a spot for him. That might be a spot for Messi, I mean. Whether Messi wants to go to Inter, that remains to be seen. Who's the Inter coach? They got rid of Conte. I'm going to pull this up again. Inter Milan coach. Inzaghi? Oh, it's Inzaghi. Wasn't it Inzaghi before? It was Inzaghi before, wasn't it? Oh, maybe it wasn't. Who was Inzaghi the coach of before? Atalanta. No. Lazio. That's a good one. I could see him going there. Anywhere else in Spain? Unless it's a lower tier team like Celta Vigo or... That's the only one. That's the only one that I would really see. PSG. Manchester United's an interesting one too. They just signed Sancho, so I don't think they really need a Messi. But at this point, it's not about needing a Messi. It's about wanting Messi. Or it's like nobody doesn't need Messi on their team. Messi walks into every team that fucking whatever. So I think any team would jump at the opportunity for signing Messi on a free. Obviously, I'm not looking at the news right now. Actually, I'm going to pull up Twitter and take a look and see if anything new has come out here. Messi, Benzema, Mbappe. That's a nice front three. A lot of people getting mad or hoping that it doesn't go to the PSG. Yeah, what was up with Messi's with Barcelona's statement? Like 6 words. Messi no continua al Barcelona. Nice. What a fucking asshole. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Barcelona, if you can't tell. Arsenal, that's what KSI said. Yeah, he's going to Arsenal. Wow, Messi's going to Arsenal. Imagine. Yeah, so no news coming out yet. I think he's gonna take his time. Actually, I don't know if he's gonna take his time. Season's starting in a week. He's gonna be a free agent going into a new season. This is not ideal at all. I'm sure he wasn't expecting this. he must have been saying, all right, I see that Barcelona is picking up all these players, but they have room for me, right? That's what I'd be thinking. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing all these reports that were poor. Last year, they didn't want to fucking re-sign me. They took the risk. And, hey, I'm all for it. But pay me my fucking money. That's the way I'm looking at it. Insane. Fucking insane. What if he takes a year off? What if he takes a year off and then signs somewhere? Why would he do that, though? Or if he retires, I hope he doesn't retire. Like, retire and say, I'm done. It's a big one, man. It's crazy. I don't even know, like, these are my initial reactions. I had nothing planned for a video today. I was planning on making a video, but I don't know what I wasn't sure what I was gonna talk about. Luckily, I was eating fucking lunch and Panzerotti in my mouth. Messi not signing. Just kidding, I didn't do that, but imagine. Anyway. Oh, my chair keeps falling. That right there. That year of La Liga is unmatched. Unfucking matched. With Messi, Ronaldo, we're never gonna see that shit again. And to bring it back to a Real Madrid perspective, obviously it's good for us in one sense, but also he brought viewers to La Liga. In a sense, once Ronaldo left, he was La Liga. And like, nobody's watching La Liga to watch Hazard or to watch Griezmann or to watch Suarez or João Felix or whatever. It's Messi. Messi, like when you think of Spanish football, it's Messi. It's always been Messi. And then Ronaldo came along and then Ronaldo left. But Messi's always been the constant. Since I've started watching football, Messi has been on Barcelona. You know how different it's going to be watching Barcelona or watching Messi on any other team? It's like when Ramos ends up playing for PSG or starts playing for PSG. You know how weird that's going to be to see Messi or Ramos not wearing a Real Madrid jersey? Or when Casillas left Real Madrid, that was the first one where I was like, holy shit. I'm used to seeing Casillas, the first name on the team sheet, every single fucking time. Every single time was Casillas. For the past how long? And then Casillas left and it's just not, it wasn't the same. Now Ramos gone. This is like the first time in my life where you're seeing the out with the old and in with the new. And it's, I could talk about this shit all day, but that La Liga thing, La Liga selling 10% of their stake or whatever, selling a 10% stake in La Liga for $3 billion or whatever it was, I find that completely bullshit. I agree with the club in the sense that they did not consult with the clubs at all, and that affects them completely. It affects them because you're with these rights, for sure there's going to be more La Liga games in Saudi Arabia, in the States, all over the world, in Australia, wherever. All over the world, other than in Spain. So that causes, then they're going to want to play more games. You're going to want to have more teams. They're just going to want to, they're selling these rights to companies that don't know football. And they're going to treat it as a business. And they don't understand the human aspect of it, where Tony Cruz came out and talked about it. Us players don't want to go and travel 13 hours for two cup games to Saudi Arabia and play and train for all these games and then have to come back and go play in Champions League and come back and gonna have to go do this and travel and travel and travel. It's too much. It's too much for these players, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And hopefully, Real Madrid's appeal or lawsuit, because I think Barcelona are with them. I think a lot of the big teams are with them. It's going to bring money in, but at what cost? At the end of the day, it's going to bring money into the clubs, but at what cost? And that's the main thing. So, I'll leave it at that. We got a game on Sunday. I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. We had a game against Glasgow Rangers that I didn't even talk about. I've been off for a couple weeks or a week and a half ish, and I'm trying to get back on this, especially with the new season looming. Let's see what happens. But I'll leave it at that. Messi is gone from Barcelona. This is insane, and it's never gonna be the same. I'm already starting to burp and anyway. Take it easy, guys. I'll talk to you soon.